are back with some more Franchise Hockey Manager 7 with the Boston Bruins. It is Monday, May 1st. We just finished off a 5-game series with the Detroit Red Wings where we defeated them we swept them. 4-0 sweep. We will be taking on the number 3 seed Ottawa Senators. The other matchup in the East is Carolina and Columbus. Out West, Anaheim defeated Vegas. Vancouver defeated Nashville. Edmonton defeated the number 1 seed St. Louis and Minnesota. So the Western Conference, or the Western, Division, or the Pacific Division, has 3 of the 4 teams, Edmonton, Anaheim, and Vancouver. So we're taking on the Ottawa Senators. We already looked at their roster in the last episode, so you can go back and take a look at that if you'd like. And we are going to, let's just make sure we don't have any injuries or anything, or any more injuries, I guess. Actually, just wanted to do it here. Nope. So we got everybody out there that we want out there. Carlo, McAvoy, Vakanainen, Gustafsson, Pelech, and Giordano, who we picked up at the trade deadline. Forward lines are what they are. We don't really have anybody else, as we got Couturier and Marchand still out with an injury. We may get Couturier back. Is he still unavailable? Is he still day-to-day unavailable? Game unavailable. So we may get Couturier back here soon, which would be a nice boost. It says he's ready to practice. Probably fully recovered in 2 weeks, but we'll probably get him back before that. Grzelcyk is a few weeks away as well. Dylan Duke still rated as the number 1 overall prospect, 2.5 star ability, 3.5 potential. And our development report, Newhook is gotten a little better. I'm excited about what he's going to do. He's really turned it on here this season. 36 points in 82 games. That's really nice. Quinn Olsen got better in a couple places. Joakim Kamel, I'm not sure who that is. But, wow, he's gotten... Where did I get this guy? They draft, I'm assuming. He's my second-round pick in 2022. So my second-round pick last season. And, yeah, he's turned up pretty nice so far. That's a pretty good jump as a 19-year-old. 14 offense, 15 physical. So, all right. Well, we are going to sim ahead to that first elimination game, and we'll see what happens. So let's sim to the next day. And we lead 1-0 as we win 4-3 in overtime. May 2nd, I'm going to have to do something, I think, with the Hall of Fame voting. We'll look at that in a second. Let's look at the box score. So Morgan Riley got the first goal from Harvin T. Is that an I? Yeah, Harvin T. And Austin Watson. We scored 2 goals in that first. Oliver Wahlstrom with a pair of goals as third and fourth. First one from Eklund and Giordano. The second one from Giordano and Coyle. So Giordano with a couple of assists. Second period, Harvin T. scored his second goal of the postseason to tie it. Oliver Wahlstrom with a hat trick. His third goal of the game, 5th of the postseason, to give us a 3-2 lead. Colin White would score to tie it up. No scoring in the third period. And then in overtime, Jake DeBrusk for McAvoy and Wahlstrom, who had a 4-point game. So that trade is looking better and better already, as Wahlstrom has performed nicely here in the postseason for us. Thomas Chabot, a 93 overall, 100 game rating defensively. Brady Shea, a couple of solid defensemen for this Ottawa team. For us, nothing really. I shouldn't say that. Vakanainen at a 92 defensively. Charlie McAvoy at a 78 overall. Oliver Wahlstrom a 91 offensive. Georgiev stopped 33 out of 36 shots. Matt Murray stopped 33 out of 37. We didn't have a single power play in the game, and Ottawa was 0 for 5. So we take a 1-0 series lead. We got to look at the Hall of Fame nominees. So let's nominate. I got to nominate one of these players. Larmer, Luongo, Elias, Bobby Smith, Doug Waite, Duchesne, Kovalev, Bellows, Pronger, and Hunter. My heart says Luongo because I love Roberto Luongo. He's so self-aware and doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's just fantastic. But I'm going to go with Chris Pronger. So let's go ahead and continue. Yeah, Roberto Luongo, if you don't follow him on Twitter, is a good follow. Doesn't post a lot, but usually it's self-deprecating humor where he puts himself down, and anybody who doesn't take himself seriously, I can get behind. So let's go ahead and sim the next game. And we lead 2-0 as we win 4-2 in game 2. A good start to the postseason as we've won 6 games in a row without our 2 top forwards. So let's look at this one. So it was 1-1 after 1. Galchenyuk from Logan Brown and Duncan Keith. And Oliver Wahlstrom again with a goal from DeBrusk and Carlo in the second period. Wahlstrom again from Coyle and DeBrusk. So Oliver Wahlstrom with 5 goals and an assist in 2 games so far here in the postseason. In the third, Igor Sokolov from Olsen and Eklund, and then Carlo from Olsen and Eklund. So some rookies getting into the scoring here in the third period. Eklund picked up a couple of assists. Olsen had a couple of assists. So good game for the youngsters. Again, Chabot actually had a bad game. Well, bad for him. They had a couple of 79. Shea, and they got a stacked defense. Morgan Riley, Thomas Chabot, and Brady Shea. Duncan Keith, I think, is a little old at this point, but Riley, Chabot, and Shea is a pretty solid 1-2-3. For us, Coyle with a 78, Pelech with a 77, 93 defensively, Vakanainen an 82, and McAvoy an 80. So yeah, 2 assists for Quinn Olsen, 2 assists for Jake DeBrusk, 2 assists for William Eklund, 2 more goals for Oliver Wahlstrom. Gorgiev continues to play well, stopped 36 out of 38, and we take a 2-0 lead. So let's move on to, actually, I'm going to take a look and see if Couturier is ready to be put back in the lineup. Nope. Adam Beckman had 3 goals for the Wild. I don't know who Adam Beckman is. All right, so let's move on to the next game. Let's play this one, or sim this one. And we're up 2-1. We lose that one 3-2 in overtime. First game in Ottawa. Pasternak from Newhook and Larson to give us a 1-0 lead. Ottawa, Harvin T would score his third. Wahlstrom again from Coyle and DeBrusk. And then Morgan Riley would tie it at 2. No scoring in the third. And then 11:52 into the first overtime. Logan Brown would score his second of the game. Bring Ottawa back into it. So Oliver Wahlstrom has been just on fire in this postseason so far. So 7 games for the Bruins. He's got 8 goals and 3 assists for 11 points. So he has been fantastic. Matt Murray stopped 37 out of 39. Gorgiev had another great game. Stopped 43 out of 46 shots. They just peppered us, and they take the game 3, 2-1, and Johan Larson is hurt. God darn. So many injuries, man. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Put him on the... Actually, let's do... I can't send any of these guys down, so I got to put him on the injury list first. Couturier's not ready to go yet, I don't think. Let's look. Still game unavailable. This is just rough, man. 3 of our top 6 forwards have been eliminated due to injury. So we got to bring up a forward for the postseason. I guess it's going to be Jacob Lauko, who had 9 points for us in 16 games. So we'll dress him. Now let's figure out our lines. I don't want to touch that second line as they've been fantastic. So I guess we'll move Eklund up, Beecher up, and stick Lauko in the center. I really don't like that, but I don't know if I think I'd rather have Beecher there just because he's a bit better defensively, I guess. Oh, that's no good. Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is. We'll continue to play through it. Same thing happened to us last year. All right. Game 4. So let's play this one, or sim this one. And the series is tied at 2 as Ottawa comes back and takes game 4, 4-2. So injuries starting to take their toll. Harvin T again, his 4th goal of the playoffs, 3rd of the series from Keith and Kovalchuk. Brady Shea would score to put him up 2-0. Newhook would get a goal back from Pasternak and Beecher. And then Carlo from Pelech and Wagner would tie it. They'd score a couple in the third, though. Shea and Chabot with an empty net goal. Not a good game for us. Gustafsson was by far our best player. Other than that, it was basically trash. And even Georgiev didn't play well in this one. Only stopped 21 out of 24 shots. So it's now 2-2. Is Couturier ready? Still be best if he was not placed in the lineup. So does that mean I can't? Or does that mean I shouldn't? Yeah, he's still game unavailable. All right, well, let's go on to Game 5. So Game 6 will be an elimination game one way or the other. So let's take a look. Couturier sooner should be safe to dress him, which is fantastic. Nathan McKinnon. Oh, this is... what is this? Oh, World Championships. Okay. All right, so let's go to the roster. Jacob Lauko can get sent down. And let's go to the injury list and bring back Couturier. Let's go to the line, or go to the roster, dress him, go to lines, get Couturier back out there at center. Make sure he's on every possible line. Couturier is our center. Ooh, man, this is part of the problem. This is on me. I gotta make sure I'm making these changes. Sean Corrali has been manning the power play for us. That's just terrible. All right, so Gustafson, we'll go there and there. McAvoy, and what forward do I want out there? Sokolov? Sure, he's played well enough. He can... Actually, I should probably do it like this. Put the playmaker on the point. Put the power forward down low. Penalty killing. Let's get Couturier back out there. Let's get Couturier back out there. And let's get Couturier back out there. Corrali. And what am I missing on defense? Giordano, Vakanainen, Gustafson. Well, I want to do this. I mean, Vakanainen is solid, but I'd rather have Giordano and Carlo out there. All right. So the lines are set. This is a big game here. We either go up 3-2 or we trail 3-2. Let's see what happens. Ottawa wins 2-1, so we are one game away from elimination. So we won our first 6 games of the postseason. We've lost our last 3. So Harvin T again. He's had himself quite a postseason here from Formenton and Rust. Carlo would score from Wahlstrom and DeBrusk to tie it. Formenton would score 22 seconds into the second period from Shea and Brandstrom, and that would be it. No scoring the rest of the second, no scoring in the third. We lose 2-1. Chabot with another perfect rating defensively. Duncan Keith had an 89. Brady Shea, 76. Morgan Riley, 78. So solid defense there out of Ottawa. For us, McAvoy had our high rating. And Georgiev stopped 30 out of 32. Matt Murray stopped 39 out of 40 shots. So Matt Murray looking really sharp. So we're going to have to play game number 6 and see if we can hold on and force a game 7. All right, let's just look at the notes real quick. Couturier is ready now. Grzelcyk is getting close. He's been out most of the year. He played the first 19 games of the season. Has missed most of the year with, Tommy John surgery, for lack of a better term in hockey. So let's go ahead and let's get to this game against Ottawa. Newhook, Couturier, Pasternak, DeBrusk, Coyle, Wahlstrom, Corrali, Eklund, Sokolov, Olsen, Beecher, Wagner, Pelican, McAvoy, Gustafson, Carlo, Vakanainen, and Giordano. In goal, Georgiev. Taking on Matt Murray, who, look at that. Look at those save percentages. 934 for Georgiev, 940 for Matt Murray. So let's hope that we can win this one and move on to Game 7. If not, it'll be the offseason. So let's see what happens. Game 6 in Ottawa. Couturier wins the draw, clears it down deep. Ottawa takes it away. So yeah, if I don't win, we'll sim the offseason. We'll go up to the end of the Stanley Cup Final. We'll take a look at the awards and all that stuff. We'll do contracts. We'll do coaching staffs, scouting. Actually, we'll probably take a look at scouting. It's been a while since we've really looked at it. And then we'll do free agency and the draft. So it'll either be another game and then it'll be the end of the episode, or it'll be postseason. So we'll see. It'll either be a short episode or a long one. And if it's a short one, I may do the second one. I usually don't do back-to-back episodes, but I might in this case. So we'll see what happens. Puck held on to by Georgiev. No scoring 5 minutes in. Another save by Georgiev. He's been really, really good this postseason. I'm going to have some interesting decisions to make in goal this offseason. He's been so much better than Blackwood, but Blackwood is a higher-rated goalie, so, I mean, maybe my scouting is just wrong. Who knows? A couple of shots held on to by Matt Murray. Still no score. Even if Grzelcyk comes back, I probably won't play him. Adam Pelech is going to go 2 minutes for roughing. Our defense has been pretty solid. I may bench Vakanainen. I'm not entirely sure yet. Oh, matching roughing minor, so 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Vakanainen's been good enough. I don't know if Grzelcyk is going to make a big enough difference to bench him for someone who hasn't played in 5 months, but we'll see. Save by Murray. Taken away by the Bruins. Cleared in deep. And that one's cleared out into the seats. And that one's cleared into the Bruins bench. Shot, rebound, score. And we take a 1-0 lead. Alex Newhook from Pasternak and Couturier. So the shot, rebound, potted by Alex Newhook. And we lead 1-0 with 7.5 left to go. Always big to get that first goal. Bruins come right back. Try to get a second one, but the save is made by Murray. Rookie Alex Newhook. Save by Georgiev. Shot saved by Murray. The Bruins getting a lot of shots on it. It's going to be 12 or 13 shots here in the period at a bare minimum. More now, as Carlo's shot is held on to. Puck is offsides. So we're not going to have a ton of decisions to make in the offseason. I don't know who's available for free agents. You know, I don't think we're going to have enough money to make a real splash anyway, but we might be able to pick up some depth so that we aren't, not that Lauko and you know, some of the other younger players haven't played well, but we've been leaning heavily on some young players, especially here towards the end of the season, and I'd rather not do that again. You know, we were going to our 8th and 9th defensemen, and forward-wise, we were going to our 16th and 17th forwards as they tie it with 2 seconds left in the period. Logan Brown from Stützle and Riley. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Big goal by Ottawa. End of the first period. 1-1. Newhook for us from Couturier and Pasternak, and Brown for them from Stützle and Riley at 19:58 of the first period. We're out shooting them 14-7. So let's move on to period number 2. Is cleared out of play. Having some coffee. Get through that middle of the day lull here. It's about, what time is it? It's about 1 o'clock here in the Midwest on Wednesday. So I wanted to get a little bit of coffee in me so that I can get through the rest of my day. Ottawa with a good opportunity turned aside by Georgiev. And losing Marchand hurt as that puck goes behind the net. Not having our top line for 2 postseasons in a row. Last season we lost Marchand, so it was DeBrusk on that top line with Bergeron and Pasternak. This year we lost him, and we went with Alex Newhook because that second line was playing so well. Coyle, DeBrusk, and Wahlstrom. Shot on save, shot on save. Matt Murray continues to play well. Another save by Murray. Bruins are just peppering them, and Matt Murray just continues to just turn the shots away. Better than a .940 save percentage in the postseason for the former Penguin. Saved by Georgiev, midway through the hockey game almost. Offsides. It's going to be icing. Puck in the corner. Bruins 4-on-1 down there. Puck is cleared out and iced by the Bruins. So 9:17 left. No scoring in the second period. Logan Brown scored for Ottawa, and prior to that, it was Alex Newhook for us. Shot looked like that was off the post. I don't know if the game has that built into the graphics, but it looked like it went off the post. Bruins lose the puck there. 6.5 left second period. 1-1. Saved by Miller. Miller, not Murray. I was thinking Ryan Miller for some reason, not Matt Murray. Get those American goaltenders confused sometimes. Still 1-1. Bruins looking to break the tie. They're not able to. Ottawa takes the puck away. Down to 2.5 left in the second period. Offenses have stagnated here a little bit as Stutzel's going to go for tripping, and we get the first power play of the game. And we scored right off the bat. Going to be Pasternak from Couturier just a couple seconds into the power play. I was going to say there was a matching minors for roughing in the first, but that power play lasted all of about 3 seconds. We get the puck right back. Shot on Murray, a couple of shots blocked, and that one's iced by Ottawa. So we're up 2-1 with 58 seconds left in the second period. Ottawa scored with 2 seconds left in the first period. They had an opportunity there, and that's going to do it for the second period. We lead 2-1. Goals from Newhook and Pasternak. David, a couple of seconds into the power play. We're out shooting them 21-12. So let's go to the third and see if we can hold on and force a game 7. Coyle line out there to start it. And Georgiev is beat from a bad angle. Connor Brown from Riley and Stutzel, 40 seconds into the period. Tough angle shot by Connor Brown. Gets through the 5-hole of Georgiev, and we are knotted at 2. Puck is deflected into the benches. That was a bit disappointing. So we gave up a goal right at the end of the first period, and we give up a goal right at the start of the third. Shot saved by Murray. Saved by Georgiev. Bruins have it now, and that one's deflected into the seats. 5 minutes into the third period, 2-2. Connor Brown scored here in the third period. Logan Brown scored in the first. Rebound is that Oliver Wahlstrom shot it off the backboards, got the rebound, and potted it, and we lead 3-2. Oliver Wahlstrom continues his hot play here in the 2023 postseason. Or is it 2022? No, it's 2023 right now, I think. Yeah, because we missed the playoffs in our first season. Right. The second season, we made it to the Cup Finals, and now we're in our third. So 3-2 is the score. Bruins looking to force a Game 7 in Boston 48 hours from now. They got to hold on for another 12 minutes. Bruins are able to clear it out of play. 3-2 midway through period number 3. Shot saved by Murray. McAvoy steals the puck away. Wagner loses it, but they get it right back. Wagner with it again, dumps it down in deep. And the Senators take over. Murray kicks that one out. 8.5 left to go. Shot doesn't make it through to Georgiev. Pastrnak and Couturier play catch. Actually, I think that was Newhook. Couturier is 41, Newhook is 17. Ottawa loses the puck. Bruins get it back. Shot held on to by Murray. He's able to pass it out. Under 6 minutes left to go now. Bruins looking to hold on. Force game 7. Down under 4 now. Ottawa scored right at the beginning of the third period. Connor Brown and then Oliver Wahlstrom would give us the lead 5 minutes in on an individual effort. I think that's goal number 9 for Wahlstrom here in the postseason. I'd say that trade is looking better and better by the day. Bruins steal it there. 1.5 left. Ottawa probably pull their goalie here. Shot blocked, and that will do it. So we hold on and win 3-2. So Georgiev stopped 16 of 18. Murray stopped 24 of 27. Couturier had a couple of assists. Stützle a couple of assists. Pastrnak goal and assist. So Newhook from Pastrnak and Couturier to start it. Logan Brown from Stützle and Riley. Pastrnak scored in the second. To start the third, Connor Brown scored, and then Oliver Wahlstrom with his 9th of the postseason, 4:51 into the period. So we hold on. Not a ton of really high scores. Couturier was a 70. That was about it. Morgan Riley had a really good game for Ottawa. We were 1 for 2 on the power play. They were 0 for 1. So it was a well-played game, not a lot of penalties. So we are going to have a game 7. Do we have anybody back from injury yet? Larson is not ready to play. Grzelcyk we could bring back and play. I don't know that I think I may just leave him on. Tell me that he can play through this injury. Tell me that I'm not going to. Okay, good. I was gonna say, good. Pastrnak and Wahlstrom are both. They both have hamstring cramps. Wonderful. Jake Bean. And I think I'm going to leave Bean on the bench. I mean, his numbers came around. He ended up a -1. His scoring was way down, but his defense came on strong towards the end of the season. But I'm going to stick with what I have. No, I'm not. I'm going to switch Vakanainen with Bean. I'm going to get a little more offense out there on the ice. So, but I'm going to stick with these power play lines, Eklund and Gustafsson, because he's the better offensive defenseman. So we're going to play Game 7. Same lines with the exception of Bean, Newhook, Couturier, Pastrnak, DeBrusk, Coyle, Wahlstrom, Corrali, Eklund, Sokolov, Olsen, Beecher, Wagner, Pelican, McAvoy, Gustafsson, Carlo, Bean, and Giordano. Georgiev in goal. Again, Matt Murray in goal for Ottawa. And let's get on to Game 7 and see if our season continues and we move on to the Eastern Conference Finals for a second straight season, or if our season ends and we start thinking about the offseason. Let's get to it. Game 7 at the Garden. At the TD North Garden. Ottawa with a lot of possession, but no shots. They do get a shot there. I think that one made it through to Georgiev. He was able to make the save, though. Hopefully the injuries to Pastrnak and Wahlstrom aren't... I mean, they're just cramps, but hopefully it doesn't affect their performance. Shot score! I think that was the fourth line. John Beecher from Chris Wagner play a tic-tac-toe game, and the Bruins take a 1-0 lead, 3.5 into Game 7. Fourth line coming through for the Bruins. Georgiev makes the save on the breakaway. That's the start you like to see, getting scoring from somebody other than, I mean, not that the top line has been our highest producing line here. It's been that second line so far, but it's nice to get scoring from the bottom 6 for sure. Bruins have it and ice it for some reason. lose the puck in their own zone, and that one's going to be iced again. So Adam Pelech gets that one out of danger. Coyle gets it up to center ice. Wahlstrom has his shot blocked. Bruins take it back, and it's deflected into the seats. So we're about midway through the first period as Pasternak's shot is held onto. That one is cleared out to center ice. Bruins lose it, though, at center ice. Ottawa with some nice passing of their own, and the Bruins are forced to ice it. So 10 minutes into the first period, we're up 1-0. John Beecher is going to go. So Brady Tkachuk is going to go for roughing. Is that a double minor? Yep, 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. It looks like it was Corrali and Beecher, or Corrali and Tkachuk, rather, who went for roughing. 4-on-4 for a couple of minutes. Been a tight defensive game so far. Not a lot of offense. Four is up with men out of the box. Pastrnak has his pocket picked. They get it right back. Shot goes wide. Shot that time is held onto by Murray. Face off to his left. Bruins win the draw. Murray's able to make the save and kick it out to his defenseman. The Senators bring it in now. Puck is stolen away by Coyle. Coyle up to DeBrusk. DeBrusk loses it. 3.5 left to go in the first. Bruins get it back. Shot held onto. Shot held onto. Is that Pelech? Or is that... No, that's Gustafsson, number 56. Might be nice if they could put the names under. I don't know if it would look too messy, but it would be nice to have the names underneath the numbers. I don't know. Again, I don't know how that would look with all the movement, but just a thought. 30 seconds left in the first period. And it looks like we're going to get to the end of the first in a 1-0 hockey game. Bruins out shooting the Senators 10-5. Beecher from Gustafsson and Wagner. So they gave a secondary assist to Gustafsson. Beecher from Gustafsson and Wagner give us a 1-0 lead heading to the second period. Shot held onto by Gorgiev. So we won our first 6 games of the postseason. We swept Detroit and then won the first 2 games against Ottawa. And then Ottawa won 3 in a row to put us on the verge. But we were able to win Game 6 3-2. And we are currently leading Game 7 1-0. A couple minutes into the second. So got to play some solid defense for another 36 minutes and 44 seconds. Hopefully pot a couple of goals. Put it out of reach. Maybe we'll get Grzelcyk back for the Eastern Conference Finals if it goes that far. Colin White's going to go for hooking, and we get a power play. Shot kicked out. So we get a nice opportunity there. That one's shot on and saved, and Ottawa's able to take it, and they're going to kill off most of the rest of the power play here. Shot save, and a 5-minute fighting major. Austin Watson and Charlie McAvoy. And Watson got a 5-10 and a misconduct. 15 penalty minutes for Austin Watson. And Charlie McAvoy is going to get 5. So, are we going to get a 5-minute major? No, we're not going to get a major. It's just a misconduct. So we're back to 5-on-5. Oh, good. Charlie Coyle broke his elbow. And but the thing is, the unless they change it, Coyle's going to continue to play in this game. So let's see if we see number 13 out there at all for the rest of the game. Puck is deflected out. Shot held onto. Let's keep an eye for number 13 and see if, because that was a bug that was in previous seasons. If somebody would get hurt mid-game, they would continue to play till the end of the game. So we'll see if he comes out there at all. Shot score, Chris Wagner from Giordano and Eklund, the 4th line, getting it done. We lead 2-0. He was 1-on-3 at the left faceoff dot and beat Matt Murray with the wrister. 2-0 Bruins. huge goal. That second goal, huge. It's now a 2-0 game midway through the hockey game. Although I am curious what a broken bone in your elbow is. Is it, oh, another bad angle. He had a bad angle goal in the last game. So Colin White from Stutzel makes it 2-1. So yeah, I wonder what a broken bone in your elbow is. I mean, you either break your elbow or you break a different bone. But either way, we lose Weymouth's own Charlie Coyle, presumably for the rest of the postseason. Save. Deflected out of play. Shot held onto, and Newhook is going to go for holding, so Ottawa's going to have a power play. So now we're without Coyle and Marchand for the rest of the postseason. At least we got Couturier back. That would have been, I don't know how we would have overcome being without our top 3 centers, because we're without Larson too. So if we were without Couturier, oh no, there's number 13. Charlie Coyle is out there, so playing through a broken elbow, Charlie Coyle is going to finish this one out before he sits down for the rest of the postseason. Because he's a hockey player, Charlie Coyle is going to continue to play through some pain here in this hockey game. Maybe they're just saying that he was in pain and he was able to play through the pain, and then they x-rayed him after the game and he had a broken elbow. So that's what I'm going to go with in order to keep this lifelike. Bruins with a couple of shots on goal. Ottawa gets it back down to a minute left, and they go in offsides. Couturier, Pasternak, Newhook out there for the Bruins for the final minute. Ooh, nice opportunity from Newhook to Couturier as the second period expires. So we're going to go into the third period up 2-1. Wagner and Beecher goals for us. White a goal for them. We are out shooting them 23-15 as we go to the third period. Pause this for a second. All right, so we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to jump on something real quick. So 2.5 minutes into the third. Still 2-1. And that puck is deflected out of play. .26 left to go, so we just need to hang on here for the next 13 minutes, and we advance. Ottawa looking to get that tying score. Puck cleared into the corner. Charlie Coyle continues to play through a broken elbow. As the shot on by Gustafsson is held onto by Murray. Shot from the point, save. Ottawa gets it back, and they're going to ice it. And we get the 2-goal lead back midway through the third period. Look at that. All rookies. Eklund from Newhook and Sokolov. And we take a 3-1 lead. So, big goal there. Ottawa looking to get right back into it. The puck is iced by the Bruins. So we're down to 8:14 left. Get it out of the zone, and we go in offsides. shot. Doesn't make it through. Under 7. Murray makes the save there. And Murray holds on to that one. Under 4 minutes. We're down to 3 minutes now. 3-1 Bruins lead. Opportunity there. Kicked aside. 2.5 left to go. Save made by Gorgiev. 2-minute mark. Just hold on. Ottawa will likely pull the goalie here as we're down to a minute. They got 6 players on the ice. Under a minute left, and it looks like we are going to advance. As we do, we defeat Ottawa 3-1 in Game 7, and we move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Matt Murray stopped 28 out of 31. Alexander Gorgiev stopped 17 of 18. So Beecher from Wagner and Gustafsson. That was it for the first. In the second, Wagner would score again from Giordano and Eklund. Colin White would pick up a goal to make it 2-1. We would score in the third, Eklund from Newhook and Sokolov, and we win the series 4-3. So let's see who we're going to be playing. That's right, Charlie Coyle broke his elbow, so he's out for 3 to 4 months. Let's stick him on the injury list. Let's call up Lauko again. Let's go back to the roster. We will dress Lauko, and let's figure out the lines. Let's just get Lauko in there first. I guess let's just move everybody up one, and we'll just do that. Wallstrom, Pasternak. I don't want Corrali as my top my top shootout guy. Let's do that. Power play. We need a new center for that second line. Eklund. Wallstrom is out there on the second line already. I guess let's stick Beecher out there and give him a shot. Wallstrom can play center, so I'll run him and DeBrusk on a 4-on-3. All right, so let's see who we are going to be taking on in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Carolina Hurricanes, the 44-29-9 Hurricanes. Let's look at the Stanley Cup. They swept Columbus 4-0. Out in the West, Vancouver swept Anaheim. The Oilers beat Edmonton. The Oilers beat Minnesota. So it's Edmonton and Vancouver in the West, and Carolina and Boston out east. So let's take a look at their stats before we call it an episode. Sebastian Aho, 111 points in 82 games. That's quite a season for the 25-year-old. Shvetnikov, Andrei Shvetnikov, 79 points in 76 games. So I don't know why I'm butchering that. Dougie Hamilton, 59. Martin Nekas, 59 points. Teuvo Teravainen, 23 goals. Lawson Krause, 16. Jake Gardner, 36 points. Noah Gunler with 35. Noel Gunler. Joey Keane, Jacob Slavin, their captain, 32 points in 57 games. In goal, man, those names, really, that's what we're going to go with. Makaniemi, Itu Makaniemi, and Alex Nedeljkovic. I'm going to have to look that up. Alex Nedeljkovic. I don't know who's going to start. It looks like it's going to be Makaniemi just based on stats. So, of course, this team is going to be really difficult for me name-wise, but Teravainen, Shvetnikov, Aho, Nekas, they've got some good players on their team. So we have some injuries. Coyle is out for the rest of the season. I think we still are going to be without Larson, for another 1 to 2 weeks. We're still without Marchand, who's out indefinitely. We'll get Grzelcyk back soon, but that doesn't help us offensively as we're losing 3 of our top 9. So that's going to do it for this episode. So the next episode will be the Eastern Conference Finals against the Carolina Hurricanes. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave me a like, subscribe if you like the content. Let's do something with that algorithm, I guess. I still don't understand how it works other than the more likes and comments I get on my videos, the more likely they are to show up in search engines. So maybe I do get it. I don't know. At any rate, leave me a like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. And until we talk again, everybody take care. Bye-bye.